Hey, what's going on? This is Jsean at How to Reviews, and today I wanted to talk about my first purchase and my experience from purchasing at a place such as StockX.
Yeah, yeah, Sean.
All right, so based on my previous videos, hopefully you saw them, but just let me give you a recap. I am not a shoe collector or a shoe reseller or a shoe enthusiast or anything like that. I'm just a person who likes certain types of shoes. Now, with me, since I'm not into the shoe game that deep, I tend to want some shoes sometimes when they come out, like some Jordans or something like that. But every time they're released in retail stores, I always miss out. I don't go through the process of getting tickets and finding the right hookup, so to speak, and getting the those type of shoes. So I always miss out on them. So upon doing some research, I see that there's a pretty reputable company named StockX. So basically, if you never purchased from StockX, they have people who pretty much sell. Basically, you put stuff for sale, people want it or they bid on it, and they're like the middleman or something like that. I wanted to talk about my experience. I'm going to open it and kind of share what happens, because for people who already buy stuff at StockX and I think it's GOAT and some other like flight, what's it called, Flight Club or something like that, you already know the process. But for somebody like me who's new to it but just wants a nice shoe, is willing to pay a little bit more, I paid like $100 more. I think these retailed at like $220, and I paid like 300 or something like that. I did order a half size down. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I recently ordered some 13 reverses, and I felt like they're like a half size a little too big for me, because I'm used to wearing form fitted shoes at this point. So basketball shoes tend to be cut just a little bit bigger. So for people like me, it's kind of scary, because you order things and they have an authentication process, but it's to a point now where the little authentication tags, they bootleg those. You can buy them. They tell you how to take them off, and they use it as a version or a way, or people who are manipulating the system, and they use that as a way to make their not so authentic things seem authentic because of this process. And I've heard a lot of stories online, good and bad, about places like StockX, because things do slip through the crack. Now, my whole big thing with this is, and I will get to the shoes in a second, but the shoes itself aren't exciting. It's just a process that I wanted to share and talk to you guys about what you think, because they have said and admitted that things do slip through the cracks, and the only actual way to get a genuine pair of shoes at this point would have to be buying them directly from the retailer. Now, when you buy shoes that are readily manufactured, such as the 2019 11s that I ordered, it's so mass produced now that every copy, even from retail, is going to slightly vary. There will be little not errors, but there will be little subtle differences even between the two authentic pair, right? And then apparently they have like unauthorized copies, and it's kind of weird, because in like media equipment and photography equipment, like cameras and stuff like that, they have something called gray market cameras, where the camera is actually the same thing that you would get from your Best Buy or B&H or Adorama, except that it's not sold through those channels. It's sold through like an unauthorized seller, so they call it gray market. It's the same camera. The only difference is you may not get like the charger or something weird like that. And then on top of that, you basically lose any type of US warranty. A lot of times the company won't even touch it as far as warranties are concerned. But if you buy it on eBay or something like that, you can get it for, a little bit cheaper. So I'm the type of person, I'd rather pay more knowing what I'm getting. Now, I don't knock anybody for buying any type of copies or fakes or whatever the case is. I'm personally just not into that. If I'm going to pay $300 for these tennis shoes, I want to make sure they're real. And no matter how good a copy, or whatever the correct term is for an authentic shoe, it'd be different if they were open about it and said these are copies, or it doesn't matter how good or where factory they came from. To be honest, I don't think there's an actual way to 100% prove where it came from or not. But I feel like if it was open saying that these are authentic, copies, but they were like super accurate and very close to the authentics, blah, 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 and save some money. And then boom, you pay the price. That's one thing. But the problem I have is that I literally took a chance here because if I heard that the fakes for these are so good that sometimes they even look better than the mass produced versions that came in retail in 2019. And that's scary because for all I know, I just paid $300 for some like knockoffs, right? And again, some people are going to say, well, nobody's going to know. Well, I know, I'm wondering, like, is this authentic or not? So I kind of became a guinea pig for this situation, and they don't even accept returns, I don't believe. So I'm kind of stuck with these shoes. Played the guinea pig for a second and spent $300 on some shoes that I'm not even 100% sure if they're legit or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some close-up shots, and I'm going to show you the shoe. And as viewers or people who are into shoes, if you happen to run across this video, let me know. I want to know what your opinion is. Do you see anything that's off with these shoes? Do you think that these should have passed the authentication process? So I'm just curious how these are going to go. I'm not going to lie, I got a smaller size, but this box looks super tiny. But I want to open it in front of you, so I kind of want to, I'm rambling a lot right now, but I want to show you how they come. So if you're like me, you're not sure about this. And I'm not going to lie, whether these are 100% authentic or they're a little iffy or not, I don't see myself buying these type of pickups from places like that at this point because I don't want to take a chance of not knowing 100%. And if they say the only way to know 100% is buying at retail, you're always taking a chance. And me throwing 300, 400 on some tennis shoes or whatever is like, that's not the chance that I like to take. I don't like gambling. So maybe if I find a lower end shoe that's not so trendy, but I want to get them and I can't find them in the store, maybe I'll go to a place like this and see what I can come up with. I almost forgot. So when you place the order, you can bid, but I just bought them, right? When you first buy them, what happens is they give you an email and they let you know that they're waiting for those shoes to be shipped to StockX from a seller. When they get the shoe, they let you know that it's being authenticated. When it authenticates, then they'll go ahead and ship it to you, and they'll let you know when that process happens. It all happened for me in a matter of maybe less than a week, and I got from the time of purchasing to the time of picking up the shoe or receiving it, all the way from the Netherlands or wherever it came from. So here's the box. Don't laugh at the shoe size because, I mean, I got these like baby feet size for real, but I don't know why. It seems like my feet shrank or something. So this is the first time I'm literally opening this box. It came from like London or something like that, Netherlands, I don't know. But as I looked up, they have, StockX has a headquarters or whatever in the Netherlands or in UK or something weird. So when you first get the shoe, you're gonna get this card right here. It just says, welcome. By now you already know StockX is the live marketplace for sneakers, streetwear, collectibles, handbags, and watches, but we're much more than that. Now, I don't know if I buy watches and handbags because I don't know, like, what makes these people experts as far as, like, what's authentic and not. That's kind of scary a little bit. This is my my receipt. Basically, I got the black, white varsity Reds, Jordan 11 retros, Breds, and I paid a total of $309.47, and the purchase price was $278. Shipping was $13.95, and the sales tax was $17.52. And let's pull them out and see what we got. Damn, making a lot of noise. So here's the box. Yeah, so I got a little. I mean, I wear a size 8. When I was in school, I used to wear 9s and 9.5s. I don't know what happened. My feet got shrunk. They shrank, or I got tight socks. I don't know what's going on, but I wear 8 now, basically, and it fluctuates between the 7.5 and the 8 depending on the shoe. So I wear Tims, and I usually wear them at 8. But for some reason, this year when I bought Tims, they seem to be. I mean, they still fit, but they felt like they could have been a little more fitted. So I went half size down, and they fit how I would expect them to. So it's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with my feet. But yes, this is a baby. Oh, I hit the microphone. Sorry. Let me see. Baby 7.5s. Do you see the tag? Do you see anything weird about it? Anything strange about this box that you notice? Anything? All right, so let's open it up. Just how it comes inside. If you see anything strange, let me know. I mean, I hope that, you know, I didn't get no ridiculous Jordans. It's a card. Stuff like this to me doesn't mean anything because, you know, you could easily copy something like this. It is pretty thick. It feels authentic, but I mean, that really doesn't mean anything at this point. You get a StockX sticker. Get the wrap. You see? Now, let me see. Now, I'm not gonna lie. So this is supposed to be like some carbon fiber, and I already heard that these are gonna look cheap, but these look real cheap. I mean, it looks like it's painted, like it's faded. It doesn't even look like. I don't know. That's a little suspect. I'm not gonna lie. Here you get the authentication inspected tag. Let me get my face out the way. So what I heard, some of the main differences between these and the authentic ones is this patent leather area is thicker here, and it used to be skinnier. I don't know. And I heard that these are cut. See, I see a little blemish on the toe. Not that it's a big deal, but there's a little mark on the toe. Let me see. I heard people also say stuff like, let me smell them. They smell like shoes. Some people say like knockoffs smell weird. They smell like shoes. I mean, people are going so far as to selling Foot Locker receipts and like fake Foot Locker receipts and weird stuff like that. I think that's, oh damn, making all kind of mess. That's super strange to me. Let me see. I saw people even go as far as, I did see somebody say that the real ones, I don't know, this Jordan looks mad suspect. I'm not gonna lie to you. This Jordan guy this Jumpman looks mad suspect. I don't have another pair to verify, but he looks like somebody shaded him in, sort of. Look at this. You tell me. Can you see that? Hold up. He looks kind of shaded in. Like, I don't have a real pair to even verify or look at. I heard these little peaks right here in the patent leather. I mean, I see those. The 23. I don't know if it's supposed to be sewn in or it's just some. Like, how do you know? Am I wearing a $300 pair of nonsense? Then I saw somebody do a black light test. I'm kind of curious about that. Let's see. Let me unlace these. I mean, they're tied so tight. They look like no one's ever untied them, I guess. This is the inside. I don't know if you can see this stuff. This is the shoe tree. Some people said that this will glow in a black light. I don't know. I have a black light over there too, but I don't know if I have a. This is the tag inside. First of all, let me see if these even fit. I'm not gonna lie. So I bought them a half size smaller. Based on how these fit, they are pretty snug, but they actually fit my feet. Let me see. I think they fit my feet the way I would. I could see why people think you can get your normal size. In all honesty, I probably could have got my normal size, but I mean, I'm an adult. At this point, my feet isn't growing anymore. I guess it's no different than when I wear like Adidas and stuff, and running shoes. They're pretty form fitting and tight. They're not bad. I just don't know if they're real, you know what I mean? So I paid $300 at StockX. They go through a verification process. I think just by looking at them, the only thing that I think looks a little suspect is this Jumpman. He just looks scrabbled. Like, when somebody draws, they like shade like this, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how Jumpman looks, like a little shaded. It's probably hard to tell on camera, but scribble scrabble. It doesn't look like a clean like machine cut, you know what I'm saying, or machine stitch. Other than that, I mean, the shoe feels and looks dope. I did see somebody compare Authentics compared to some copies, and they said that this was very narrow on the real versions. Excuse me, or the retail versions, and these are very narrow. Both of them are. Yeah, they're very narrow. Overall, though, the style of them, I like them. They look dope. Man, could you imagine somebody wearing them like this, super tight? You know what? Hold that thought. I'm gonna see if I have a black light. I don't know. I feel like a fool doing this, to be honest with you, because I don't know what this is supposed to show. Let me turn all this shit off. Excuse the language. I don't know what that just proved or didn't prove. Man. All right, so I'm back. I don't even know what I was just doing there. I'm just going to assume for the most part, because these aren't that rare, that these are authentic. I'm going to assume that these are legit. I'm going to assume that when I wear these, people ain't going to be pointing at me, wondering why this guy got some fake Jordans on. This is not my favorite color for this shoe. I will have those Balenciagas coming soon. They are not the speed. They're the lace-up speed runners or speed trainers or whatever. I like to be a little different. I'm not really too fond of the sock shoe. And I'm never fond of shoes or things that look like something else. And I don't like that. And I don't know. I said a whole nother video. I do have the Versace pickup coming soon. It's basically my experience on how the fit is for Versace. If you buy designer things, they go by different numbers and a different system. I never had anything Versace, so I'm kind of curious of how it fits. Does it fit like a typical whatever size that I would normally get in another jacket? I'm going to let you know. And the one I'm getting is like a reversible, a little pricey, but hey, as long as you don't buy stuff like that all the time, I guess you'll be all right. Treat yourself sometimes. Don't cheat yourself. And yeah, let me know if based on what I showed you, which wasn't much. Let me take this shoe off, man. I mean, at this point, it don't even matter because I'm stuck with these, but I'm just still curious. Do they look the same at least? Let me see. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I could have swore this 23. I thought it was sewn in. Is it sewn in? It's not even sewn in. It's like vinyl or something. I don't know. That's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Did I get ripped off? Is StockX worth it? What's your experience buying at places like StockX? And I'll get to on foot, on feet, whatever in a second. And just give me some pointers if you have any for somebody like me who's not that into shoes, but just likes to pick up some nice shoes on occasion. I will never go for the shoes that are like 10,000, 5,000. I'm not that deep into it. I wouldn't even want to wear shoes like that, especially if they're like considered collector's items or something like that. I just wanted a couple nice pair like Jordans or whatever in the styles that I like. Make sure you do everything at top level, at your top level. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. My channel is taking a little bit of slight different turns here and there, but I'm just trying to find where I want to go with this channel. It still may change again, but as of right now, it is still Jsean at How To and Reviews. And until next time, let's get to the on feet. Boom.
Yeah. I don't yell, I just rap a lot. I just stack a lot. Double S, staying strong, top level. Look at how I'm shining, I be glowing now. You was always frontin', but it's showing now. Oh man, get up out my face, yeah. I be moving on with the fakes here. Look at how they trippin', they just want it cause they seeing that. I'ma go and do it cause it's something that I'm needing now. I be putting work in, see every day I'm learning that. Counting on the way in, see every day I'm earning that. They be trying to do it, I'm just doing me. I be working hard and they just want it free.